What's up? My name is Eduardo, and today I'm partnering with the Fit Home Gym. We're going to dive deep into an exciting calisthenics move called the human flag. It's a combination of pushing and pulling strength, and I'm going to walk you through the key information you need to know before attempting it. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates on upcoming tutorials. Let's start by understanding the muscle groups involved in the human flag. This move engages several major muscle groups. You'll be working on your lats, which are crucial for the pulling aspect that comes from the top hand, as well as your deltoids for the pushing aspect that comes from the bottom hand. And you can't forget about core strength. Core strength is important for stability and control. But no matter how many crunches, leg raises, dragon flags, or how long you could hold a side plank, you won't be able to human flag without the adequate upper body strength. So core strength, or more specifically ab strength, is just a small part of the puzzle. The good thing is, as you go through the progressions in this video, you'll develop the core strength needed so you won't have to do any extra work. In terms of equipment, all you really need is a sturdy pull-up bar and resistance bands to assist your progress. You can get fancy by using 2 horizontal bars, or you can also use a vertical pull that you might find at a playground. But remember, while core strength is important, achieving the human flag primarily depends on developing tons of upper body strength, including your grip. To build this strength, focus on exercises like push-ups, pull-ups, rows, and presses. A well-rounded upper body workout routine is key to your success, and you can make all of them infinitely harder as you become stronger. Now that you have a good understanding of the muscle groups involved and the importance of upper body strength, let's go through the steps to achieve the human flag. First thing that you want to do is get really good at hanging to improve your scapular strength. So dead hangs, where you're letting your shoulders come up to your ears and you're going to pull your ears away from your shoulders. This is the kind of prep work that we want, and you're going to hold it for time. If you can make yourself about 30 to 60 seconds with your feet off of the ground, that's going to be a really good start. However, if you need to place your feet on the ground, that's totally fine. And then as you build your strength, your comfortability, you can work on lifting one leg and then the other. Now, once that starts to feel good, you can do this for reps where you went all the way down and all the way up, keeping your feet off of the ground. And same thing, you're gonna be doing this for reps, trying to accumulate somewhere between 15 to 20 is a good start so that you can work up to doing this with one hand. Now you'll repeat the same process using one hand, but you're going to use one arm as a working arm and one arm as an assisting arm. And so gradually over time, you're reducing the amount of assistance that you're using with one hand by loosening up the grip and leaning towards one arm. The one arm scapular shrug is pretty intense compared to all the rest, and so you would repeat the same process using assistance to help you, and then gradually over time trying to get to reducing your fingers more and more until you're doing it without any assistance at all. Now we're gonna work on the upright flag, where you're pulling with the top hand and pushing with the bottom hand, so that you're involving both movements, which is the start of human flag training and human flag progressions, which is why hanging and involving your scapular pull-ups are so important, so that it sets the foundation for this. And as you'll notice, as you go through these progressions, your core strength is being worked and will improve over time as you practice and go through these progressions. We're gonna start the upright flag with a one arm dead hang, and you're going to pull your ears away from your shoulders, and you're going to grab onto the bottom bar or the bottom part of the vertical pole, depending on what you're using. You're going to let your elbow rest on your body, and you're just gonna chill here for a few seconds, getting comfortable. This means that you're engaging your scapulas and you're pushing your elbow against your abdomen, almost like an arm lever, but you're only using one hand, so it doesn't have to be as complicated. Now from here, when you get into that position, it feels good. Now you're going to extend this bottom arm, and now you can start seeing the human flag take shape. My top arm is pulling, my bottom arm is pushing, and I'm doing this counter action to keep me in place. Now I have to be redundant about this. Keep your ears away from your shoulders. Don't skip this progression, otherwise it's just gonna make things super complicated as you progress. So if that looks like this, you're not gonna get anywhere. You're not using any strength. You're simply just using your body's skeleton to hold you in this position where we need to oppose gravity, put your shoulders in a more stable and safe position, and pull your ear away from your shoulder for your top arm and push your shoulder away from your ear for your bottom arm. And now I have this curved shape, and that comes from squeezing my butt, tucking my tailbone in, and squeezing my abs. And so the whole movement should look like this. Ear away from your shoulder, extend arm, ear away from your shoulder, squeeze butt, and squeeze abs. When you get that nice curve, and you can hold that for about 20 seconds, that's a good position where you know to progress to step 3. Now, a problem you might run into is swinging or rotating of your body. And so I'm gonna exaggerate a few examples here. If I place my top arm way out to the left, I'm gonna swing to my left. So of course, what I need to do is if I'm swinging in one direction, my top arm is going to move in the opposite direction. So if I'm swinging to the left, my top arm is going to move to the right, and now I'm in a stable position. On the opposite end, if I'm swinging to the left, I could also move my bottom arm to the left, and that serves as a brake. So now again, I'm in a stable position. So the top arm has to move in the opposite side that you're swinging, or the bottom arm needs to move in the side that you're swinging, and that's gonna allow you to stay stable and avoid that swinging or rotating. There's a common misconception that when there's swinging or rotating involved in the human flag, that it's due to a lack of core strength, but that's simply not true. So don't waste your time doing side planks or V-ups. It's gonna either be a technical thing where you need to play around with the hand placement to see what works best for you, or you need to go back to step 2, build your grip strength, build your scapular strength, and accessorize that with heavy pushing and pulling, like heavy dips, heavy pull-ups, for example, so that you get better at the pulling and pushing aspect to counterbalance each other and place your body in a more stable position. Now we're gonna work on the diagonal flag, where you grab the top bar and grab the bottom bar and go into your upright flag. From here, you're going to rotate your body, and this is the diagonal flag. You're holding a flag at a diagonal angle. Now again, shoulders need to be away from your ears. I know it's repetitive, but this is what gets you strong and places your body in a good position. So again, if you're swinging in this position, let's say you're here, and you end up swinging backwards, fix your hand placement. You need to move the bottom hand in the direction that you're swinging, or move the top hand in the opposite direction that you're swinging. So you can start with step 2, pull your ear away from your shoulder, push your ear away from your shoulder, and from here, you're going to push really hard into the bottom hand. You're gonna get a good stretch on the top arm. Now, a common mistake is that this starts to creep, so you need to push as hard as you can, and this is the diagonal flag. Once you can diagonal flag well, you're gonna work on the human flag using a resistance band. Now, the benefit of using a band is that it's going to make you feel lighter due to the elasticity of the band, and therefore you can work on a harder progression and you can work on perfect technique. The setup is exactly like the diagonal flag. You're gonna find a good hand placement. You're gonna keep your ears away from your shoulders, arms totally straight, but you're gonna let the band pull your feet and your hips upward so that you form a horizontal line. Use the thickest band that you have right now and try to have a duration range of about 10 to 15 seconds per side. Once you hit the top of the duration range, so 15 seconds, then try to reduce the band size so you can make it a bit more challenging. Now, if you weren't able to progress to the next band size, to the smaller band size, then increase your time with your thicker band size, meaning you're gonna try to get 20, 25, even 30 seconds. And then once you can do that with good form, try to move on to the thinner band and then continue repeating that process until you can do it with no band at all. Then the progression after that is really playing around with it and see what you feel more comfortable with. You can gradually over time bring your feet closer together, or you can start right away with your feet together but using a thicker band, and then gradually over time reducing that band until you can do the full human flag with your feet together with no band at all. There you have it, the human flag progressions, along with essential information about the muscle groups involved and the importance of upper body strength. If you found this tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your workout buddies. And don't forget to comment below with your progress or any questions that you might have. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more exciting calisthenics tutorials. See you in the next video.